Good morning, all of you. Students, today I'm going to start a chapter which is related to a very important natural resource that is very important for all the living things, and that is soil. That means I'm going to start the chapter soil. Soil is very important to us. It is one of the most important natural resources on earth. Most of the life forms on earth depend on soil as it is a direct or indirect source of food for them. All of you know that plants obtain their nutrients from the soil and they prepare food. Animals are dependent on plants for their food. So we can say that indirectly animals are also dependent on soil for their food. Soil is the home to many different forms of life. That means it is a habitat for different forms of life. Soil is also known as earth. It is the substance from which our planet takes its name. Soil has been formed by weathering, erosion, and decay of living plant and animal matter. However, valuable topsoil is formed so slowly that it should be protected and valued because it cannot get replaced in the average lifespan of human being. It takes a long period of time to prepare. So this is our duty to protect it because it is very valuable resource. So, soil can be defined as the naturally occurring loose covering of broken rock particles and decaying organic matter on the surface of the earth, and it is capable of supporting life. Once again, it can be defined as naturally occurring loose covering of broken rock particles and decaying organic matter on the surface of the earth. You must know that it takes 500 years to produce just less than an inch of topsoil, which is the most productive layer of soil. To produce 1 inch of topsoil, it takes 500 years. So now it is clear to you all that soil is very important. We cannot produce soil, so we have to protect it. Now, how soil is formed? Soil formation is the combined effect of physical, chemical, and biological processes on its parent material, that is, the rocks. And the process by which the formation of soil takes place is known as weathering. There are two different types of weathering: physical weathering and chemical weathering. And there are so many agents which help in these two type of weathering to form soil. The first agent of physical weathering is temperature. Due to the increase and decrease in temperature, that is variation of temperature in the surface of earth, expansion and contraction of minerals in the rocks takes place. And due to that expansion and contraction of minerals in the rocks, they form weaker zones, and this gradually breaks them apart. The, sec- the second agent of physical weathering is water. Torrential rains and flowing waters dislocate the soluble and solid particles on the rocks and expose the inner portion to the agents of weathering. The dislodged particles are carried down and deposited elsewhere as alluvium. Similarly, the sea waves wear off the rocks on the shore. The glaciers in the high mountains exert an erosive and transporting influence on the rocks and their fragments, and in this way, water helps in weathering of rocks. Next is wind. Wind exerts abrasive action, detaches the particles from the rocks, and acts as a carrying agent also. Sandstorms in the deserts and high winds on the seashore have both erosive and transporting action, and these two actions helps in formation of soil from the rocks. Next one is plants and animals. Lichens and mosses growing on bare rocks can cause their gradual disintegration. Grasses, shrubs and trees growing in crevices of rocks helps to extend the cracks through the growth of their roots, and in this way they detaches the particles of rocks and help in formation of soil. The next is chemical weathering. This type of weathering takes place due to the different factors. Number 1, organic acids released during the decomposition of organic matter, and which helps in breakdown of rocks and detachment of particles from the rocks. Second is the solvent action of water that dissolves the soluble salts and forms solutions and further hasten the process of weathering. That means the solvent action of water, it dissolves the soluble salts from the rocks and make a solution, and this solvent action of water hasten the process of weathering. So these are the different processes which help in soil formation. So students, that's all for today. We will discuss soil profile and different other things from this chapter in next classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.